What's in a name? Hello, my name is Julian Legioso, and my name has a bit of a story that, while interesting to many in terms of learning about me, also has led others to preconceived notions about my person. Here's my definite story. I'm Indonesian by birth and Chinese by ancestry, and back in 1961, the Indonesian government mandated that all Chinese change their names. And my dad was in import and export at the time. The government threatened trade sanctions and cutoffs, so, like many, he complied. Our family name was Lee, and his first and middle name was Gyok Song. So it was Lee Gyok Song, the typical sequencing of names in Chinese. And he merely took his name and took the syllabus to come up with Ligioso. So from Lee Gyok Song to Ligioso. My first name was Jun Liang, and most of my friends always pronounced it sounding like Julian. And at the time we lived in Germany, where the Y's are pronounced like J's, and the J's like Y's, and hence the spelling of my first name, Yulian, pronounced Julian. So I come over here and people think I can't pronounce my own name, but I just want to dispel that myth. The danger with these single stories is that they influence bias, often an unconscious bias that can be based on appearances, accents, just about anything really, a name in my case, and its presumed origin. So here's an anecdote where I encountered that. My family name, Ligioso, has a lot of vowels in it and also somewhat of a melodic ring. Ligioso. So it sounds really Italian. And over the years, I've lost my accent. And when I first talk to people via the phone, people who have never met me in person, many assume that based on my name, I must be Italian. And their surprise is very evident in their eyes, facial expressions, and demeanor when we finally meet. Some have even blurted out, "Wow, you're a funny looking Italian." In another instance, my wife, who is Caucasian, and I went to dinner at an Italian restaurant at the San Francisco Wharf and were seated by an Italian maitre d', seemingly a recent arrival here, as he still had a very strong Italian accent. And that's perhaps my own unconscious bias. On entering the restaurant, she announced, "We have a reservation for Ligioso," to which he corrected her by saying, "Oh yes, Ligioso," pronouncing our name with a soft G. She responded, "No, Ligioso," with a hard G. He insisted it should be pronounced with a soft G, noting that it was a nice Italian name. Asking what part of Italy she was from. Remarkably, even though I was right there and we were obviously together, it never occurred to him that it could be my name. Being Asian, he could not fathom that I would have the name Ligioso, an Italian name that would be mine. So these single stories can conjure up images and preconceived notions and opinions, and while often not ill-intended, these views and thoughts can certainly influence bias.